Hello, Internet. Welcome to another session of Rise of the Runelords 5th edition. Everybody hear us okay? I am excited to get back into this, and I have some news for all you lovely people. I get this link here. Over this past week, I was able to upload all of or almost all of the Rise of the Runelord sessions thus far onto YouTube. There's a YouTube playlist. Session 1 is missing, but all the other sessions that we've had so far are up there for your review. And so that should be plenty for you all to be able to catch up and see what the party has been up to so far. So, excited to have that done, and I have sort of the workflow worked out, so should be pretty easy to keep up with that now. So, yeah, thanks, Wiley. This map comes with Rise of the Runelords. It is in the book. Over here. Buried in all my books. One of the things that I love about Paizo is that their content is always gorgeous and just so rich and well done. So there are lots of great maps.
Oh, look at that.
Great stuff. I don't want to show off too much because I might reveal secrets. But yeah, so our favorite clockwork cleric is having some technical difficulties working on trying to get logged in. Our kitty cat is warming up some dinner and will be here shortly. Not sure about our dragonborn. I suspect he may not make it tonight because he is doing a launch for his work. So we're gonna carry on though, and there's lots of fun to be had. So I'm going to roll. Looks like a D2 tonight to see who will give us a recap. So Othniel, would you remind us what happened last week? What?
All right. Fortunately, I got my notebook here. So we meet up with a kobold by the name of Kivisk, whose name translated means toothy fish. She was laid off from the ship she was on, and she met up with the barkeep at the Hagfish, Georgie Quinn, and they have the big hagfish Nora in a big tank, and she got into a drinking contest where instead of booze and all that, it was the water from the tank that didn't go down too well. We were the main party was being led by a dwarf by the name of, let me find it here, Volkir Brisklebeard, to the theater because he wanted us to be there to be able to act out all of our great might in fighting off the goblins. But Kale runs off while being drugged there, and we convince him that we'll come back at another time. Meanwhile, Kivisk runs into an orc named Gorvy, has some issues dealing with them. Before Kivis escapes out through the restroom window. Meanwhile, we're walking back to the Rusty Dragon, and we meet up with Aniel, the lady that TikTok and I took back to the helped heal and bring back to the temple, helped bring her back from death. Had both of her kids with her. She was babbling at us, and we were able to find out from her and from her little boy that there was a large goblin hiding in the kid's closet, as evidenced by the bite marks on his arms. We go to the house where the dad, Allergast, was going to try to fight the thing off. We get there to find his dead body in the bedroom floor. And as we're investigating the closet, all of a sudden this large goblin comes out. We take the fight onto it. It doesn't like how it's going and jumps back down through the hole underneath the house. And our fine dragonborn decides he's going to use his breath weapon, and he barbecues the goblin, but nearly burns down the house in the process. We're able to get it put out before causing too much other damage. We were able to get some of the townspeople there to help out, and I think we got a hold of some of the people in temple as well. We went back to the Rusty Dragon, got some dinner. We brought Kivisk with us. Then, as we were sleeping that night, I'm laying in bed sleeping, and all of a sudden I have this vision that I'm in the temple to Iomede praying. Light starts shining in, filling all the room from my shield. The light dissipated to reveal the form of a giant form of Iomede herself, and heard her voice in the head telling me to take up the holy hammer of Habakkuk and be ready to help defend the town. And then showed me a dark shadow that was creeping as kind of in a corporal form, creeping towards Sandpoint. And in the middle of its chest was a symbol that looks familiar, but I don't recognize what it was. And this is what it looked like on there. I guess it's only showing for me. Never mind. So,
There you go.
but,
That's what it
and
looks like.
as soon as that was over, I wake up sitting up straight in bed, try to figure out what's going on, and then go back, I presume, go back to sleep for the rest of the night.
Well, it's morning now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so very nicely done. Good recap. Um, so, um, yeah, so you are at the Rusty Dragon, and you convene over breakfast there, and Kale, Speedy, welcome.
Hello.
Nice to have you back. You and I have
Hello.
talked.
Hear me now?
Yes, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Just got home.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Nice.
Logging in now.
Cool.
Cool.
So Speedy, you and I have talked a little bit about what Kale was up to during the night. It was a frustrating night, and eventually you find yourself just curled up in an alley somewhere, just sleeping off the rest of the night. But morning comes, and I assume that you go back to the Rusty Dragon looking for your companions.
Yep. I need my friends.
Yeah, so you come into the Rusty Dragon, and you do indeed see Athniel and TikTok and Zarxis all convening for breakfast, and also I don't know if you would know this type of creature. Broken, would you describe Kivisk again for Kale?
Sure. Kivisk is an overgrown lizard, but overgrown to the size of about 2 feet, just a little less. She's kind of like a dragonborn, but she has a much longer snout and a much skinnier posture. And she has brown scales and yellow eyes, and is probably sitting up on TikTok's shoulder, or basically the highest place you can get. So a large stool or TikTok's shoulder is where she's eating her dinner or convening, or sorry, not dinner, breakfast, or convening with the rest of the group.
She's in my spot. Excuse you.
Well, if you would like to stick around once in a while, you could probably claim squatters' rights.
Ah, it's the cat!
It is. It is I, the cat. I'm gonna jump up
Yeah.
there with her.
Okay, this is Kale. Kale, this is Kivisk.
Give it.
Hopefully you can learn that.
Kale!
Hopefully the two of you can learn how to play nice up there.
Like the food! Kale!
Yeah, whatever, sure. Yeah, I named myself after a vegetable. I'm very clever.
Funny, you don't look very green or leafy.
It's because I've got experience.
She looks. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna suggest, Speedy, you want to also give Broken a description of Kale?
Yeah, he is a... I don't remember how tall I made him, but he's not that tall. He's definitely not... He's not the shortest anymore, actually, thank you. He is like... He's like a 14-year-old boy or something, and he looks mostly human, though his arms and legs have fur on them, and he's got claws, and those are definitely cat ears and cat's eyes. But other than that, he's mostly human. Sort of black-haired, green-eyed.
She squints at him and then looks to a drink of water laying on the table. You're a cat, right?
Yeah. I'm glad you have
Right.
eyes.
And she casts
No.
Wait, let me find it.
Oh boy.
5 minutes into the session and we're casting spells in the middle of breakfast. I love it.
The children are fighting.
She casts shape water and splashes the water up into the Kale's face to see how he reacts.
Kale screams. But he's up here and he's not leaving.
I thought I told you both to play nice up there.
I am playing.
I said play nice, not just necessarily play.
Kale makes an ooh-woo face. Like, oh, me? I'm not doing anything. That wasn't even me! That wasn't me for once, actually. I'm innocent.
Fine
This
then.
time,
I'll try the opposite. And she like moves her hands like she's gonna cast fireball and then just laughs again.
Kale, like, slowly, he puts a hand on her face and he, like, slowly pushes her away, but he's got, like, -1 strength. So it's not that hard.
I have -2 though, so.
Oh my god.
you think you'd make some better use of that by maybe casting Greater Bacon or something like that. Anyway, I think we got some work to do this morning, everyone. I believe we have an appointment at the school.
Yeah, Zarxus speaks up at this and he says, I think maybe you all should catch the hatchling up on what we've been learning and investigating here in Sandpoint. And, I will supervise to make sure you don't forget anything.
She's interested. She's listening.
You like my Lenachin
Yeah, it looks
impersonation?
That'll
Very
work.
good.
I've been working on that.
Very accurate.
Just keep in mind he can review these videos.
Oh, I know.
Well, thus far, we came into town. We helped fight. They were having their big Swallowtail festival. In the middle of it, all of these goblins start charging in and causing ruckus. And we helped kill a few of them off for them and helped get rid of them for the town, helped save several of the fine citizens here. The sheriff of the town then asks us to help him, and we go in to help clear out a tomb or mausoleum, this kind of thing. Big building that they had bodies in caskets for up above ground. And we go in, fight off a bunch of skeletons that were in there, and find that someone's body is being stolen. The body of the priest who died in the cathedral fire what would they say? Was it TikTok 5 years ago? They said
I believe so.
something like that. And then it turned out that his adopted daughter was disappeared, presumed dead, burned in the fire. So we decided to do a little investigation since no one had actually found her body, and just trying to get some information on her, and that led us to the school where she went to, and that's where we're heading this morning. Did I leave anything out, Grand Exalted Dragonborn?
Well, you forgot to tell her about the mass murderer that sheriff out in town, that
Oh, yeah.
hamburger, whatever that sheriff's name is.
Oh, you'll mean that fine, upstanding citizen known as Sheriff Baylor Hemlock?
Right. Hamburger. That's it.
Oh, close enough. For you, anyway.
Well, it isn't my first murder. I'm sure I'll do great.
And
Oh shit, are we
We
killing
don't
people?
want you to kill people.
No,
Well-
I mean first time being around a murder.
Well, to be clear, the murders happened 5 years ago.
yeah, right
They-
before the fire, in fact.
Yeah.
Are you even 5 years old? Were you alive?
I am more than 5 years old, but okay, I haven't had experience with actually looking into the murders. But I can learn quick. I'm a quick learner.
Yeah, we went to that place where the serial murderer Jervis Stute, I believe they said his name was. He was like a old codger recluse kind of thing, and it looked like he was gathering eyes and tongues for some reason. Probably some sort of sacrifice or offering to something.
We
It
figured
turns
out
out we found a
that
symbol for Lamashtu there. Sounds like that's who the crazy old coot was doing all this for.
that god likes people that have disfigured themselves for her. And so disfiguration is a common thing for that god.
Othniel, as TikTok says this, and you glance over at him, it clicks. Suddenly you realize where you've seen this symbol that was in your vision. It is right smack in the middle of TikTok's forehead. That's where your symbol is, right, TikTok?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is a purplish colored gem symbol.
Yeah, and it's a gem version of this symbol.
TikTok, can I ask you a semi-personal question?
I don't quite understand, but you can ask me anything.
That rune thing in the middle of your forehead, what is that? What does it represent?
I'm not sure. I've just always had it.
Hmm. That's strange. I had a weird dream last night, and I proceed to describe the vision that I had up into and including seeing the shadowy figure with that same symbol emblazoned on its chest. I didn't recognize it at first, but now looking at you, that symbol that was on that shadow's chest is the same thing that's on your forehead.
Interesting.
Very.
I don't know much about my life prior to, we'll call it my second awakening.
I understand. I can't expect you to remember something that you don't have in your memory. Although I think now we might need to figure out what it is. Maybe we can see if they got that information in this school's library or something. Or see if we can research it somewhere.
Maybe the temple would have information.
That's an idea too.
Kivis kind of looks confused and she looks at TikTok. So you've never tried to look before?
It never crossed my mind, as they say.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
Yay, books.
Well then. Well, as soon as we finish eating, I suppose we need to head over there.
All right. Yeah, so you guys are finishing up your breakfast, and Xerxes says, I think I might just stay here today in town, and maybe I'll have a talk with that Sheriff Himalaya or whatever. I think I could give him some pointers about how to better run this town.
Just don't get us kicked out of it.
A talk! I see. And she winks very obviously.
Kale makes a face. No. Gross.
With his diplomacy, it's probably best that he stays here. I don't think he's good at talking to the common folk.
I don't know what
Probably.
you're talking about. I have a very charismatic style of leadership.
A wordsmith he is.
The hatchling knows.
Not
Well,
actually.
Well, at least you got one fan of your speaking. All right, shall we get
She's
going
only
then?
5 years old.
All right,
Yes.
so you head on over. You're heading to the Runderock Academy, right? So
That is correct.
currently, just to make sure we're all on the same page, the party is here at the Rusty Dragon, and they're making their way over to there's the town school there called Turunderock Academy, across from the general store. If anybody happens to need any supplies that they want to pick up.
I feel like I shouldn't go in there.
I have a feeling I need to make sure that I keep my face hidden as much as possible as we get there.
All right.
I will take the store side of the street and then block your view.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
I'm gonna quickly dispose of this dead lizard I have actually.
Dispose of it how?
You know what? I'm an idiot child. I'm gonna eat the dead lizard.
Oh my.
Can I see if I see this?
I'm doing it in front of you. I'm making direct eye contact.
Hey! You're not gonna share?
Oh shit, you want to share?
We're a team, aren't we?
You know what? Yes. This is how we're going to bond. We're best friends now, and I'm gonna try and tear the lizard in half with my -1 strength.
Roll a strength check. This is going to be a long and beautiful friendship. I can tell it right now.
I'm so happy. Where's my fucking... There it is.
12.
That's a
All
strength
right.
save?
Probably the same at this point, unless you
It
get
is the
items
same.
that particularly apply to saves. All right, you kind of. It's not in great shape. It's kind of the blood inside is kind of black and sludgy. But you kind of you managed to pull the back, hind legs and tail off of it.
Well, if we're to breaking bread together with this is a little ridiculous.
I'm just gonna hand it to her.
Let them do whatever they
Wait
need to
to see
do
how E eats it
to
first.
learn to be friends.
Well,
just eating it.
I suppose whatever it takes for good bonding, right?
I just shoved it in my mouth. I'm not putting any fanfare into this.
She like aggressively copies your movements, eating this
Oh my
lizard.
god. And are we still on TikTok's shoulders as we do this?
I'm assuming so.
Oh my god, I'm not sorry. Kale isn't sorry.
TikTok just hears, just like snapping sounds, like simultaneous snapping sounds above her.
And
I need to point out that this lizard has been in my pocket for like... How long have we been in Sandpoint?
not that long, like 2 days.
Like
This is
2
like
days.
2 days.
And this lizard was dead when I found it.
Tangy!
Yeah, so you're doing this before you walk into the academy? I assume?
Yeah, on the way there.
Okay. Got
Because
it.
I was gonna get rid of it before, because I was like, oh, I don't want to insult the lizard, but then I decided that I did. And then she wasn't insulted. So now we're here.
Alright, so having broken food together, you all enter Durundarak Academy, and behind the sort of reception desk area, once again, you see this human woman, Rachel, and I think that she looks at Kivisk very curiously, because the last time you were here there was a dragonborn, and now there's this small dragonish looking creature. And she says,
It's okay. We just
gives-
shrunk him to
She doesn't know what it's
more
about, and she
appropriate size.
gives him
Ha 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 ha.
This is scary. TikTok is attempting humor.
she seems very confused. And she,
I'm sorry. Was that an inappropriate joke?
No, that was a good one, in fact.
No, do it again.
So proud of you, TikTok!
would you like to see the headmaster now?
If the headmaster is not too busy, I believe we have an appointment.
Well, he begins classes in a few minutes, but yes, you please right this way. And she takes you down the hall to a small office. where she opens the door and ushers you in and says, she says, Headmaster Gandithus, these are the heroes that I was telling you of. And you see, apparently I closed that window.
Oops.
You don't see anything. She's sitting behind the desk, a map of Sandpoint. No. You see an older man with a bald head, human man, thick white beard, kind of brought to a point near his chin, and wearing robes, and he's just sort of sitting at the desk with his fingers steepled together, and he says, "Welcome to Terenderock Academy. Please, come in.
Thank you.
I am Headmaster Ilsori Gandithus. Pleasure to meet."
Kale leans over to Kavisk and he's like, "Holy shit, it's a corpse."
Whoa.
Thank you for your time, Headmaster. We know you have a very busy day as always. We just had a few quick questions for you. Hopefully, we don't take up too much of your time.
Please proceed.
We've been doing some investigating on something, and we're needing to try to get some information on a former pupil of yours by the name of Noalia, the adopted daughter of the late priest at the cathedral.
Father Tobin's daughter.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes, I know of Nualia. What may I tell you about her?
Well, we were kind of wondering what she was like as a student, how she interacted with her classmates, that kind of stuff. What was she into? What things was she into?
He pauses for a moment and closes his eyes for a long moment, almost to the point that you think he's fallen asleep. And then opens them again. Well, yeah, had a difficult. She always had a beautiful look about her. Fortunately, that made many of the children somewhat jealous or shy of her. Many rumors there were around town of various types of what lack of her hair might do, or if you could get her
She
to
had no
sing a
hair?
song. No, she had hair, but there were
Oh.
attempts to steal locks of her hair because
Ah,
it was rumored that it could increase fertility.
really?
Of course, it was ridiculous. I suspect. He looks to you, Othniel. I suspect actually that she had similar blood to yours.
You don't say.
Just kind of nods very slowly.
She looks suspiciously at Onithiel's hair.
Kale joins her. Now he's thinking things.
Can I ask, was there a course of study that she excelled at?
Closes his eyes again.
Kale's gonna slink off of TikTok and over to him and like snap in his face to make sure he's alive.
As he's doing that, I want to take a look around. Are there any like kind of knickknacks that maybe someone wouldn't notice as being gone, or
God,
loose
I got
coin?
2 tapes on my back.
We're not
Oh,
rogues
Oh
and
dear.
yet.
Roll a d20. Or
Oh,
roll a
no.
perception check.
Let me get back in my character sheet. Oh no, that's Zarx's character sheet. Okay.
A lot of books and papers, boring stuff.
Ugh.
After a few seconds, he opens his eyes and turns his face to you, Kale.
Hi.
Turns slowly back to TikTok. She was always fascinated by the tales of the history of Varisia, taught by taught by Master Quink. She loved to hear the stories of the ancient histories of Varisia and empires that rose and fell.
So, do you say she did not have any friends, age appropriate friends?
She did not have many. I believe she did eventually strike up somewhat of a friendship with the what was that the vendor girl? What was her name?
Would that be Shayla's vendor?
No, the pretty one. Um
There. I think to myself, there's another one?
he closes his eyes again. But after like half a second they snap back open. Katrine.
Is she still alive?
Yes, of course.
Are you?
Just
Kale.
Kale,
turns and
would you
stares at you,
behave?
Kale.
Sometimes we just can't take you anywhere, can we?
Where is this Katrinisk?
Trine.
Katrine, of course.
Wow. That was so much like Xarxus. um From what I've heard, she is now living with a gentleman by the name of Parker who works at the lumber mill.
Are are they betrothed or are they just sharing a place together?
No, they're not betrothed.
Where would you happen to know where their place is?
Yeah, he'll describe a house in town.
Okay.
I only have one last question. Would you say that the history teacher would have been her favorite teacher? Somebody she might have confided in?
Closes his eyes.
I reach up and make sure and grab Kale's hands and make sure he doesn't do anything while his eyes are closed.
Kale wiggles. I've been restrained. Wait, I have Mage Hand. I use Mage Hand to wiggle my fingers in front of his face to pass the time.
To pass the 3 seconds of time, yes.
Yes, I have a very short attention span.
Clearly.
Kivisk sees this, wants to get in on the action, and isn't fast enough. So, the man would probably see this, but she's just gonna cast minor illusion and just make a loud, scream, volumed, but it's more of like a animal noise, like just this guttural, awful noise.
Coming from where?
Right in front of the man.
He opens his eyes and sighs very heavily. But otherwise doesn't react. You get the impression he's dealt with this sort of thing before.
He works with children. He has to.
I think we need to enroll these two, Othniel.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Please, I graduated years ago.
I apologize, sir. I'm afraid that 2 orcs and a berserker rage are better behaved than these 2 are at the moment.
He says, please do not enroll them here.
Yeah. Don't worry, sir. I wouldn't be so cruel as to do something like that to a fine gentleman as you.
Kivas is losing it. Like, she's just howling like a hyena.
He turns to TikTok and he says, I don't know if she would have confided in Mr. Quink. He is a bit of an eccentric man. However, I believe that she did enjoy his classes and his stories.
Okay. What is his class? What's his teaching schedule like during the day? Is there a particular time he would be more free than others, or would he only be free after the academic day is done?
He only comes in to teach the one class in the afternoons at 2:00. He's otherwise occupied with his scholarly pursuits.
Does he perform those here or somewhere else?
No, he has his own library out near the old lighthouse.
Oh, I see.
Oh, well, jump him, find him there.
All in good time, my friend. All in good time. Well, I don't think we want to take up any more of your time, good sir. We know how busy it can be. So, thank you very much for the information. That's very, very helpful for us.
Bows very deeply.
And Othniel returns the bow as best he can. And then at least I slowly back out of his office.
Are you still holding on to me?
No, I let go when his eyes came open.
Okay.
I just didn't want you doing your hand jive in front of his face again.
Joke's on you, I have Mage Hand.
Yeah, found that out the hard way.
Othniel, I do believe we have a hunt that we have to get to.
Yeah, we better show up for that. Then we can maybe follow up on some of these others. These other leads, meeting up with this professor and Ms. Vendor.
As the 4 of you are walking out of his office, Kivisk, there is this thunderous explosion just behind your left ear. You spin around and he's just calmly standing there.
She
Looks like he hasn't
falls
moved
to
a
the
muscle.
ground laughing. She's just. This is the funniest thing that's ever happened to her.
Kale points and laughs at her.
He's laughing with me. She assures the party.
Kale shakes his head.
I swear, you two. Ugh.
We're the best things that ever happened to you, aren't we?
Slightly better than the blisters I had when I first bought these boots. Maybe.
I'll take it. That's not the worst.
Okay, so where to next?
I suppose we need to go to the boar hunt that we've been invited to.
Hunt,
Yeah.
hunt.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening. Okay.
What's that?
Kale has no idea how a hunt works.
Well, we'll soon find out.
So yeah. Okay, so your plan was to meet up with Aldern at
Eldern Fox Club.
at the what's it called?
Was it the North Gate?
Not at the gate. He
I'm trying
had
to remember.
volunteered to buy you all you each a horse.
Oh, that's right.
That's not a good idea.
Or
Yeah, he
well,
said he'd
buy
have-
horses for you all
Yeah.
sufficient that you could ride them. What is the name of that place?
I don't know. Can TikTok ride a horse, actually, is my question.
I think he was going to make sure it was one that was going to be able to carry her. And each.
That's TikTok's question too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
'Cause I know I can't ride a horse, but that's because I just don't know how.
Well, you'll learn quick enough.
Goblin Squash Stables.
Oh, no.
That's where you were to meet him.
Mm-hmm. Is that the one right next door to the Rusted Dragon?
Up.
Or is it somewhere else?
Goblin Squash Stables is.
Oh, there's multiple.
Yeah, it's right next to the Rusted Dragon. Sorry.
All right, we'll head outside. As I step out, can I make like a perception check to see if I see either Shayless or her father through the window or on the outside of the store?
Sure. Make a perception check.
$14. Do I?
You glance into the window of the store. You're seeing movement around, but you can't make out from here who it is.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I'll just stay as close to the academy as I can as we're walking down the street, just to try not to garner any attention towards myself.
Okay.
Oh wait, what's watching us? I'm sorry, I had to step away for a moment.
Oh, they're not watching you. Othniel was.
I'm trying to avoid someone.
Oh, okay.
Othniel is trying to avoid large rats.
Right. Okay.
Or actually, probably the father of rats.
Which I imagine is a very confusing statement to you, Kivisk.
Kale is not the only cat that plays with rats in this.
Glavisk, I'll refer you to our discussion on Discord last week. It has to deal with that.
Yeah. I know the context.
Yeah. Okay.
That rat
All right.
metaphor is kind of concerning given Kale's age.
All right.
All right,
Off we go.
so you head over to the stable, and sure enough, Aldern Foxglove is there, and he has he's kind of been waiting around, but he has he's flanked with 3 manservants, who he's just sort of standing around, passing the time, talking with. But he sees the 4 of you coming, and he says, "Ah, here they are now. Welcome, friends." And once again, Kivisk, you get the questioning look. And he actually turns to you, Kivisk, and says, "Xarxus?"
Xarxus.
Close enough.
Xarxus wasn't feeling up to a hunt.
So we
So
shrank
we
him.
brought another friend with us.
This
to
guy'll
take his
serve
place.
as his proxy.
Yes, I will proudly.
Great. Well, very well. Any friends of these are friends of mine. You're certainly welcome to join us.
Hunt.
Please, his name. I thought I had it. Yes. You see stepping out from the stables, a gentleman, Kale, that you remember. This is Davin Hosk. You
Oh, I love
had
this guy.
you had an intense conversation with him at the, I believe it was at the Rusty Dragon.
He was the goblin guy, right?
Yes, that was the one.
Oh my god, I love this guy. I wave at him excitedly.
He does not appear excited to see you.
It's okay, I can be excited for both of us.
There you go.
Hey! It's the weird goblin guy!
Hello? Well, so horses for you all. How many horses do you need?
Well, I believe we need one for myself, one for TikTok here. I don't know if Kale and Kavisk are going to share one or if they are going to go individual or not.
I don't know how to ride a horse. Kavisk, do you know how to ride a horse?
I don't right now, but I might. Give me like 10 minutes.
Okay, well, that's good enough.
Yeah, I want to ride a horse.
Yeah, let's ride a horse.
So the 2 of you
I
are
don't
going to share a
believe-
horse?
I don't
Yes.
believe.
As long as he
I-
trusts me with his life.
We shared a lizard? I think I do.
TikTok would have no clue how to ride a horse.
Yeah, so what do you want to do?
TikTok would approach a horse very, very slowly.
Okay, yeah, he brings out a rather beefy looking horse. I mean, it can probably carry you. Not going to be easy, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, TikTok would approach the horse very slowly and lean in as if she was going to tell the horse a secret and be like, "I'm so sorry. I have no clue why they want me to do this to you, poor animal." And then awkwardly try to get up on the horse. I'm sure there's some dex roll that I need to roll to figure out how to even get on the horse.
You can get on there. The question is, are you going to freak the horse out in the process? So make me an animal handling check.
Oh wow, believe it or not, I have a +2 in that.
It's a wisdom check.
Yep.
But I failed miserably. I have a 4.
So you you approach the horse, and you go to lift your foot up onto the stirrup, and you just completely miss, and your rather metal foot just goes right straight into the ribs of the horse, and it just takes off running. Davrin looks to you, looks to Othniel, just kind of throws his hands up and slowly trots after the horse.
Oh, is this how we hunt? And she starts casting minor illusion.
No, wait just a minute here.
Okay.
TikTok. Watch me. And I'm going to go ahead and try to mount up.
Okay. Now
Hopefully it works. I don't have any bonuses, but
I mean, you would have ridden horses before,
yeah,
right?
in my training and stuff.
I'm not
so.
gonna make you roll a check. These are horses that are meant to be ridden. You have ridden a horse before.
This is how you do it, TikTok, and I show and I climb on to show everybody the right way to mount up on the saddle.
TikTok watches, intently.
All right. So, I mean, it's gonna take Davrin good 20-30 minutes to go and find this horse and calm it down and bring it back. I mean, 20 to 30 minutes is a really long time for Kale and Kivisk, I imagine.
Oh god, it is.
Kivisk would definitely try to get on a horse at this point.
Yes.
Let's
jump on a horse.
Okay, both of you make me animal handling checks.
Okay. This is gonna end well. Okay. Where's my animal handling? There it is. Okay.
Kale.
Look at Kale. Whoa.
Way to go, Kale.
Okay.
It's because I am an animal.
So Kivisk, you have some trouble. I mean,
my legs
that
cannot
horse
reach.
Is really tall. You wind up like barely getting one foot up to the stirrup, and then you just kind of like jump essentially and land on your face on the back of the horse, and it kind of jumps around a little bit and nickers at you, not very happy, but it doesn't take off running, and Kale, you just nimbly zip right up the side of it and you land in the saddle right behind Kivisk.
Nice.
Kivas stares confusedly at like this rope in front of her. You know, the lead.
Mm-hmm.
What is this for?
Don't people shake it and go like, yeah, yeah, and then the horse goes
Not
fast.
No,
we don't-
no. Look, I know how to ride animals. And she like slaps the horse on the neck. Go!
Wait, no, you have to do it on the back.
Othniel,
Little claw.
Let me get. I could quickly ride my horse over, and I grab the reins
Oh.
to keep the horse in place.
No, my rope!
No, we need that.
Let's not. We gotta wait for TikTok's horse to get back here before you start galloping off, and we gotta chase after 2 horses instead of just 1.
But Kivas can steer the
Fine.
horse. She
All
can
right.
just steer it back.
So
And I lead them, and I lead the horse around, trying to show them how to use the reins properly.
okay.
Magic rope? Why would they waste magic rope on a horse?
It's not magic. It's what you train the horses to respond that way to it. You bring them this way to make them turn right. You do it this way to make them turn left. You pull back on it to slow them down. You loosen them up so they can go forward, and you shake them to try to when you need them to go faster.
TikTok watches everything that Othniel is showing the other 2. Very intense.
Brainwashing, of course.
Whatever you want to call it, a well-trained horse will get you out of many a jam.
All right. Eventually, Davern comes back with the horse, and he looks to you, TikTok, and he says, "I would try another horse for you, but I'm afraid this is the only one of its size. I'm not sure another one would. I'm not sure I have another one that would fit. So, all I can do is try again."
TikTok's like, I think I might have a clue now.
All right, roll me another animal handling check with advantage this time.
I believe in you, TikTok.
You can do it.
Well, 12 was my first roll, and a 19 was my second roll.
Oh, nice.
Woo!
So with a 21, I think that Othniel's training was very successful.
Yeah, Othniel, you watch as TikTok plants one foot in the stirrup, swings the other leg over, and the horse doesn't even move under her. Seems to have completely forgotten what just happened 20 minutes ago.
Well done. You look like you're a natural there in the saddle.
TikTok is busy leaning over and whispering in the horse's ear.
Is that what you do with a horse? You whisper sweet nothings into its ear?
No,
That's-
you pull on the brain rope.
That's one of the ways you can train a horse to do all the things, but I think we're ready to go now.
Right. You look, and Aldrin's just been standing there watching this whole time, arms folded, like, you lot sure are an interesting bunch. But you get things done when they need to be done. Can't say that I have too much of a complaint.
It's not a bad thing if it works.
All right, if you'll
Well
lead the
said.
way, sir.
All right, so you head on out the north entrance of Sandpoint into the nearby woods, and as you're heading down the road, I think probably Othniel and TikTok Aldrin would try to have try to converse with the two of you primarily. Just trying to learn about you all, where you're from. Othniel, he seems particularly fascinated by you, and he says, "You strike me as a very cultured man."
Well, I come from a family with decent or better breeding and training, and I did have spent a lot of time training in the temple to hone my skills both as a fighter and as one to heal and to deal with things that shouldn't be walking around, shall we say.
And how long have you been out on the road, adventuring and the like?
Oh, not very long. I've just been recently sent out about a month ago to go on my to do my first quest, and the way my temple handles is they don't give you anything in particular to do. They say to go out and then don't come back until either 6 months have gone by or you've done something.
Sounds like a very practical method of training.
Yeah, our Iomede is supposed to lead us, and more often than not, she does.
Um, he turns to you, TikTok, and he says, "No, I believe you're a cleric as well. Do you also follow Iamidi?"
No, I follow, and you're gonna have to give me a second so I can go look it up because I'm terrible with names.
Torag.
Yes, Turag. I believe in looking for artifacts that will help us live our lives to the fullest.
What type of artifacts?
That I'm not sure of. I just know that the more I can find out about artifacts, perhaps the more I can find out about me.
Fascinating. All right, and so you will continue down the road, and Aldrin is a great conversationalist. He has is well read, and he has this an endless supply of stories about the high life in Magnamar. Um, and he insists that the next time you're in Magnamar, you simply must stop by my townhouse, and I will show you around Magnamar, all the lovely sights that there are.
Sounds quite fascinating.
If and when we ever get there, we'll definitely look you up.
Wonderful, wonderful. And about this time, you are entering the forest.
Oh.
Go ahead. Were you gonna say something, Kel?
No. No, I'm not.
Okay. So, pardon me. So this is probably the boring part, I would imagine, where you're all sort of stealthily moving through the woods, and trying to find the trail of a boar. So go ahead all first and make me some stealth checks.
Oh, I'm good at this. Supposedly.
It would be
Oh,
a
not bad.
15.
Oh, I got to roll a disadvantage
Ooh.
because of my. Since I'm on horseback, do I still roll a disadvantage because of my chainmail?
Well, I would say you have to be off the horse for this part.
Okay.
You're walking and keeping your eyes on the ground.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay.
Sorry about that, folks.
18,
I got a 15.
17, 21. Okay, and with the rolls that Aldrin and his men made, overall, group's fairly stealthy. Yeah, you all actually do a fairly good job. Other than, there is one point where, Othniel, you accidentally kick a rock and the, one of the plates in your armor bangs off of another plate. And everybody kind of turns around to look at you.
I go.
But you continue on, and eventually, one of Aldern's men motions you all over and points to a set of tracks in the ground. And Aldern says, "Yes, well done. I believe these are boar tracks. Would one of you like to try to follow this trail?"
I can follow bubbles, not footprints.
Bubbles?
Bubbles.
I don't know. I thought like fish would bubble or
Oh,
whatever.
I was
You
picturing
could like see the
soap
bubbles in the
bubbles.
water.
Okay.
No.
Also,
I
patient.
will give it a shot.
Don't want to go alone.
Please go
This is a
ahead,
buddy system.
TikTok. So roll me a survival check.
$14.
14. Okay. So you follow this trail around, and it's another probably hour or so of this. Come to a clearing. So Xerxes is not here. I will take his token off. And I need to add. This is huge. Okay. So you come to this clearing, and I will say, before we get into this, I've got this map off of someone's Patreon, so if you like this map, please go and support their Patreon. But it appears that the tracks lead off to the far side of this boulder. What would you all like to do?
We gotta sneak.
I pull out my crossbow, make sure it's loaded and ready to go.
I wanna go.
TikTok would follow Othniel's lead in the
Oh,
process
man.
of pulling out the crossbow.
Oh, do we not have grid going on this one?
No, it probably does not work now. Because
Okay.
it's using the grid of the picture rather than the Roll20 grid.
Okay, that's inconvenient. Okay. I want to scoot and get eyes on on this buddy.
I'm gonna try to sneak around
You
like
gonna go that
so.
way? I'll go the other way.
Yeah.
Vis, you want to be buddies? You want a buddy system?
I want to go on top of the rock.
Okay.
So I think that Aldern's men are just gonna stay back and let the 5 of you handle it.
Okay. Well, I want to go on the rock too.
I will take the opposite side of the rock of Othniel.
Okay. All right. Let's buddy system. Okay, I think I can. No, if I use both my movements, then we can make it up. Okay.
Okay, so Kivisk and Kale, go ahead and make me acrobatics checks as you try to parkour to the top of this.
Hell
rock.
yes. What do I have in acrobat? My thing. There it is.
Yeah, if I dash from my action, I should be
Well-
able to get up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we're not in combat yet, so we're just
Oh,
making your
okay.
way up.
Cool,
Okay.
cool. I got a 17.
Nice.
I got a 9.
Ooh.
I whiff it.
Okay. And
What time is it right now in the day?
it is now, I'd say, early afternoon.
Oof. Okay. Well, you guys better get up near that boar, or else I'm gonna have a disadvantage. Gotta love sunlight sensitivity.
Oof.
And then all of you make me stealth checks, please.
Please, Kale, be good at something.
10.
Oh, cool.
Better than last time.
I fall, but stealthily.
And TikTok.
I'm going to take the opposite side of the rock as what Othniel went.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Need a
Can you
stealth roll.
Yeah, I need a stealth roll, please. So Kale, what happens with you is you you're climbing up and you hit your foot hits a smaller rock that's up on the top there, and you just barely manage to reach back down and catch it, and to keep it from like clattering off the rock. But you're pretty good distance behind Kibisk at this point.
No, a rival.
And
How
TikTok got a
dare she be
17.
better than me?
Okay. And so Aldern is going to stick with you, Othniel. He actually draws a rapier. And he looks like he's going to try to just charge this thing.
Interesting.
Okay, and so as Othniel and Aldern, you're coming around this side, and
Okay.
TikTok, you're coming around the other side. You do see hiding in the kind of not hiding in the shadow. Yeah, actually, it's kind of like flopped over on its belly in the shade of the rock there, just munching on some grass. Wild boar eat grass? Sure, why not? You see an enormous looking boar. This is probably the biggest boar you've ever seen, I'm sure.
Kivisk has only ever seen these things dead, so she's very interested.
Get it to the right layer. There it is. Okay, but you all have been quiet enough that you can figure out, you can decide what to do here. You haven't really coordinated anything.
No, not yet. Now the rock's tall enough that I cannot see TikTok from here, right?
Correct.
Okay. So trying to give any kind of hand signals isn't going to do any good.
Right.
TikTok wouldn't do anything until somebody else did,
Okay.
because she wouldn't like. She doesn't even understand hunting. She doesn't need to have a need for food.
Fair enough.
Okay. All right. So Othniel does not have a straight crossbow shot because there's probably some rock blocking him, right?
Yeah.
All right,
You can
so-
just see. You can just mainly see the rump of this thing sticking
Yeah.
out.
How far down is the rock?
You're probably a good 20 feet above, 10 to 15 feet above this thing.
Like if I move, like if I position myself here, would I be able to jump down the rock? Like, would it be 10 feet down?
Sure.
Okay, I have a plan. Kivisk has a
Okay.
plan. Kivisk is gonna
Oh
attack.
boy.
All
And I
right.
have no. Okay, wait. One more thing. Would you say that the shade beneath the rock is not in direct sunlight?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair.
Okay.
All right.
Well-
Othniel's going to move over, is going to try to sneak over here just far enough so he's got a straight shot.
Okay.
Would I can jump 10 feet without worrying about taking damage, right? Or is it too far?
At 10 feet, you would take some damage.
Oof.
Do you have enough health for that?
It would be the
Uh,
d6 of damage.
Oh.
Yeah, do you have health?
Yeah, 1d6 per 10 feet.
I know what a level 1 sorcerer is like. I know half your health.
Okay, new plan. I'm gonna walk down the rock quietly. And
No, wait,
kinda
how
go
tall is the boar? What if you
here.
land on the boar? Does that negate fall damage?
No, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I climbed down the rock and I'm gonna start off combat. Hurrah.
All right.
I'm going to Wait,
Make
let
me
me
another
get to
stealth
it.
check
another stealth check. Okay.
as you're repositioning yourself.
She slides down the rock like a water slide.
You come around the rock there, and immediately this enormous boarhead, which is probably about the size of you, swivels around and locks eyes with you.
I cast Witch Bolt.
Everybody roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
And we'll
Yay.
say, Kivis, you can go ahead and make your attack roll too.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
Alright, I do Witch Bolt. Witch Bolt is special, like I'm thinking. Wait, no, how do I Oh, okay. Range spell tech. Which is okay, spell tech bonus is 4, so I'll do that. Are you okay? Wait, what's the boar's AC? Please, I need the. No.
Did the boar just crit fail on initiative?
No, that was Alhorn.
Oh, good job.
I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
What did you? A 9.
9.
I'm so good at this, guys.
9 does not hit.
Okay. Will I still get to go this kind of round? Should I roll initiative?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Whoops, I forgot. Hold on. I'll input it.
Are we? Oh, do we have to just roll again and then get in there? Wow, I wish I got that the first time.
Okay, let me try it again here. Oh!
Can we have our second rolls? Can we do that?
No.
I
Oh,
got a
well.
dirty
There
20
we
on
go.
my initiative, by the way.
Well, I'm glad someone did.
Okay, there we go. There's my honest number.
Okay, who are we missing? Kivisk, Eldern. Okay, I think we got everyone. Okay, so yeah, TikTok, you see this coming. You know this is not going to go well. You can just tell. And as Kivisk goes to fire off a spell, Kivisk, what does it look like as you cast this?
It's a blue long stream of lightning,
Okay.
and it just like bounces off the rock. Maybe it takes a small little rock out of the rock.
Yeah, and I think that the boar is just leaping to its feet as you do that, and manages to dodge out of the way of the blast. And TikTok, you may go.
TikTok would position herself as close as she could between the boar and Kivis, but she would not take an attack.
Okay. What's your speed? Yeah, those
I
arrows
believe
those arrows are not going to work, right?
Yeah, I should be able to get right in between the two of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, right there. Okay. And Kivisk.
Kivus is very
as you are kind of
I'm
staring,
gonna
like
hold
what?
my I'm
Sorry.
basically holding my action until somebody else actually attacks and successfully attacks the boar,
Okay.
because she doesn't quite understand what's going on.
And what action are you holding?
An attack. I won't attack unless it either attacks me or it goes after somebody else, because I don't understand.
Got it. Okay. So Kivisk, as you're kind of looking at your hand, like what went wrong? Um, the clockwork cleric comes running over and positions himself between you and the boar. What do you do?
okay. She Okay, I still have my movement, so she's going to step kind of over here, kind of behind, kind of getting so she can get a clear shot. And she's just going to attempt to cast Witch Bolt again.
Okay. A 14 will hit.
Yes, okay.
Yay.
Nice.
So that's 1d12 lightning damage.
Okay.
TikTok yells out, "Oh, we're supposed to hurt this thing? I thought it was just
Yeah.
hunt and find it."
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, as she casts this spell, I'm going to use my Tempestuous Magic feature. And she's going to fly up to 10 feet. So I'm hoping she can like fly back up here, or at least grab the edge.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. So she used that, and she kind of in a burst of storm sorcery gets back up there. And you're going to see that with Witch Bolt, there's like a sustained
Tether.
tether. Let me just post that again. So that's still there. So there's just a beam of crackling blue energy connecting me and the boar. And that's my turn.
Okay. Bring up the tempestuous magic. Use a bonus action. So there's a gust of wind, essentially, that allows you to soar up into the air. Cool. Okay. Hale, it is your turn.
Yay. Okay. Well, as I've learned, my only good attack is my daggers. So we're gonna... First of all, can D&D Beyond actually show me things that I want to see? Alright. What's up? We're gonna... Which health do I have again? 11. That's not that much. Yeah, can I just run at this boar and try and jump on it?
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride a boar and I'm gonna stab it.
Okay, so you're jumping off
I'm
the
gonna
rock.
ride the boar first.
You're jumping off the rock at it.
Am I like on the rock, or am I just like kind of
Yeah,
weirdly next?
you just barely made it onto the rock, but didn't get any further because of your acrobatics roll.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna be a coward. I'm gonna jump off the rock onto the boar.
Ooh. I think he's calling you I'm not sure if he's calling Kavisk a coward or Broken Milk. But that was definitely
Calling
an
all of you a
insult.
coward.
Alright,
Anyway, let's
so
go.
take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then go ahead and make your attack roll.
I'm so glad I almost got the maximum on that, as I do. Okay. I think this one's programmed in. Yeah, it is. Ah.
16 hits, so it takes another 5 points of damage.
Yes! And it can't hit me because I'm on top of it. Maybe. That's my hope.
Okay.
Its turn is next, and I'm afraid.
It is indeed the boar's turn. It is going to... I'm going to say as some of its movement, it's going to shake its head. And Kale, make me a strength saving throw.
Why would you do this to me? Why would you betray me like this? Oh!
But you hang on.
Whoa!
You get a hold of its ears, and your whole body is flopping back and forth, but you are hanging on to this thing for dear life. But it is going to make a charge at the only real target that's in front of it, which would be TikTok. So it's going to lower its head and try to catch you, TikTok, with its tusk. It gets a natural 20 for a 25 to hit.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna keep...
TikTok, you take 16 points of damage.
I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious.
Oh.
This-
Oh,
this
wonderful.
Tusk
Oh no.
just goes straight into TikTok's chest and flattens you.
You guys don't see blood. You actually see like a turquoise colored ooze.
Oh, I don't like that.
Actually, Othniel doesn't even see that because he's on the far side of the rock.
Yeah.
But Othniel, you're definitely hearing the sounds
Mhm.
of battle and
I hear the
touch,
connection,
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
You probably hear Kivas scream.
You can also hear Kale screaming.
All right. I still have a line of sight on the boar.
It's kind of moved out of your line of sight a bit. Like you
So
know
I need
where
to
it
move out.
is, but yeah.
So if I move out to there, I
Yeah,
should still have
yeah,
a.
you can
All
see
right.
it
I'm
now.
going to move to use some of my movement to there, and I'm going to fire the crossbow at it.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
12 just hits.
Whew. For 9 piercing damage.
Okay. All right.
Wait a second, she was our cleric.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I
Still-
can.
Still is. Don't say was
Who?
yet.
Wait, who? Who else has healing?
I have healing hands, and I got my laying on hands pool.
right. Okay,
So-
good.
Oh, I have a
Paladin,
healing
thank God.
potion.
So just a matter of getting it's just a matter of getting to her,
Yep.
getting to it. Because I believe you're going by they, right? TikTok.
I'm going by whatever we're feeling for the night. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right. So
All right. I don't have anything else I can do as a bonus action, so that completes it.
Okay. So Aldern takes his rapier and just flat out runs up to this thing. And he's just kind of bellowing, "Come here, beast!" And it's a 22 to hit.
Woo!
So he sinks this rapier into the thing's hide, does 6 points of damage to it as it roars in pain. TikTok, I need a death saving throw, please.
You're
Yeah,
too young
I
to
gotta
talk.
change. I gotta change my. Let's see. Death saving throw is D20.
D20. 10 or higher.
I just made it.
You got a 10?
I got an 11.
Okay.
All right.
All
That's a
right.
save.
He's not dead yet. Kivisk.
Because that's dice plus my con, right?
No.
No.
It's just the
No?
die.
No bonus. Straight die roll.
Oh, then I failed.
Oh.
Ooh.
You're too young to die.
Okay.
God.
So
Kivisk is
Mark
she's
off
very
one
worried
failure.
about TikTok, but she feels probably the best thing to do in this situation would just be to kill the boar first, worry about TikTok later.
Okay.
And so she's gonna use her action to auto deal, that 1d12 damage with her
Okay.
witch bolt. So just like a pulse goes through the line.
Roll me that d12. -5. Okay. Okay. Kale, you are still hanging on to this thing. You've just seen the rapier go into his buttocks right behind you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna do a lot.
And the blue lightning is hooked to its face and zapping it.
Okay. Um. Oh god, everyone's within 10 feet of me. And I don't want to be an asshole and cast Arms of Hadar right on top of myself and proceed to hit everyone I know and love. So we're not going to do that. I'm just going to stab it again.
Okay.
I'm going to cling on, I'm going to scream, and I'm going to stab it one more time.
Okay.
Because I'm a team player.
Ooh.
Who's gonna hit me? Well, no, it's a strength saving roll. And also, TikTok, you're dead. You're unconscious. I don't think you can do a strength saving roll. I don't want to try it. But yeah, does a 22 hit?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah, 22 hits, so it takes another 8 points of damage. Phew, it is looking pretty bad. You drag your dagger into it, and blood is running out of the wound, but it's not dead yet. And it is the boar's turn. I think once again it's gonna try to shake you off, Kale. Make another
Alright.
strength saving throw.
I'm never going to get that again. But I will apparently get a 17. So,
Okay, you're still hanging on.
Mm.
Kale has earned my love today. No more bin for you, child.
I think it's gonna spin around and try to get Aldern. The 24.
Oof.
Aldern goes down again. He is now unconscious. So this boar yanks its tusk out of TikTok and just whips around with surprising speed. Doesn't bury the tusk in Aldern, but just kind of whacks him across the whole head, and he goes flying back and lands on his back on the ground and is motionless. Othniel.
All right. I was going to run in with Habakkuk in my hand to smash the thing, but if everyone else going down, I need to stay back in case I got to lay on a bunch of hands. So I'm going to fire the crossbow again.
Okay.
And I don't think a 9's going to do it.
It's not. You had it lined up, and just as you pulled the triggers, when it whipped around and just barely managed to move out of the where you were firing.
Yeah.
Oh god. If he rolls low enough, is there a chance he'll hit me?
No. 5th edition doesn't work that way.
Oh, okay. Good.
Okay. TikTok, I need another death saving throw.
Yes, that is a 16 on the dice.
Okay.
Whew.
That's a success.
Good.
Kivisk.
Yeah, she's just gonna keep on firing with that witch bolt.
Okay. Roll me a d12 again.
First, she's gonna maybe move kind of up here. She's starting to get really wary of the way this fight's going.
It's fine. Don't you see me being a badass?
2 points of damage. How do you want to do this? It had exactly 2 hit points left.
She gets kind of nervous, and she just, there's like another kind of pulse, in the blue stream, and the boar just drops dead, like it kind of shakes, you know, like it's being electrocuted, and then just drops dead, and the beam disappears.
Yeah, I picture like I'm imagining like this horrid like pig oinking squealing noise.
Yeah.
And it just collapses. Now, what I like to do, excuse me, that pig noise was too much. What I like to do at the end of a fight when there are players, characters down, is just stay in initiative, until they're at least stabilized. So, you don't have anything else to do, Kivis, I assume?
With the board dead, she'd probably use what remainder she has of movement to start moving down the rock again.
Okay.
Okay. Oh wait, I should.
Oh yeah, you're on the board.
Yeah, I need to. Well, I need to.
There you go.
Like that. There we go.
But it is your turn, Kale.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have a bit of celebration. I'm gonna stand on the boar's body and go like, "Woo, we win!" And I'm gonna like TikTok. I'm like, oh, that's not okay. I got my potion that I stole.
Mm-hmm.
Does TikTok doesn't have a mouth, right?
Yeah, Tic Tac has a mouth.
Okay. Where's my inventory?
How do you think I talk to you?
Magic bullshit. I don't know.
How do you think I talk to you? Magic bullshit. Awesome.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
she's
don't.
got
The TikTok bleeds blue. What am I supposed to say? Anyway, so Kale doesn't know what he's doing, but he's gonna pull out that one healing potion that he stole. He's gonna he's gonna like climb on top of TikTok and pour it into whatever the I actually didn't hear you, Jolene. Your answer. Do you have a?
Yeah, Tic Tac has a mouth.
Okay. He'll just like pour the healing potion in there.
Alright, go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't expect Warforged to have mouths.
they just have a woofer and tweeter built into their face, right?
Yeah.
So that goes from a 0 basically to
You now have 7
okay.
points.
So okay.
Yeah, and I imagine that as Kale is pouring this in, you kind of see this big hole in TikTok just sort of slowly closing up. Like the metal is just kind of coming back into place.
Metal and rock.
Yeah.
Kale stares at the potion bottle like, what the fuck?
Othniel, it is your turn.
Okay, I come down right away. I see R down. I see that that Kale is tending to TikTok, so I walk up and I use healing hands to restore 1 healing point to, let's see, what's his name? Avron? Aldern. To give him 1 point to get him stabilized and bring him conscious.
Okay. Alright. So at this point, now we can drop out of initiative. And
TikTok's completely confused and is like, "Did we get the boar?
We won.
She
We did it.
finishes getting down and proudly looks at the boar.
Aldern is just kind of working his jaw. That was
Pre-cooked.
Quite a hit. Ah,
Mhm. And while everyone's doing that, I start to gut the boar.
I want to stick my hand in the intestines just to
you want to
see what it
gut it
feels like.
here?
She seems
I-
upset that you're like, okay, is he not gutting it?
I mean, I
Are we gonna get?
imagine that the boar would be. I don't know. I would think it would be easier to carry in one piece
Well,
than gut and then
Um,
carry.
Well,
How
I'm
about
talking about field.
as an
I'm just talking
experienced
about
hunter?
field dressing it, where you cut it open, get all the offal out, all the organs and stuff like that,
Okay,
and then it takes all that weight out, and you're just carrying the meat carcass,
got it.
He's
Is that how
exactly
hunting
right.
works?
but not
I don't.
skinned.
I don't know anything about hunting, so I'll take your word
Okay,
for it.
yeah, I'm field dressing it so that way we're not. I look to our host. Do you want to save the liver or any of these other organ meat stuff, or do you just want the straight boar
What would the liver and stuff be for?
to eat?
Oh, okay.
The liver?
Sure. Bring it all back. A Mako can make a mean boar stew. I'm sure she'll know exactly what to do with
Okay.
all of this.
I'll grab the liver and maybe the heart, but I'll leave all the other internal organs behind.
Okay.
Kivas is confused and upset. What? Why are we leaving this?
Well, you're welcome to grab some of it if you want, but most of the time that's not considered ingestible.
Are you kidding me? You won't eat meat? I thought you guys ate meat.
The meat is this part right here, and I poke my dagger into the into like where the tenderloin would be.
She hisses. She gestures wildly towards the internal organs. Squishy, pink meat.
If that's
Tail
meat to
squishes
you,
it.
you're welcome to it. We kind of refer to that as offal.
She grumbles and just starts piling it in with like the rest of her stuff in her backpack.
I imagine she gets like 2 handfuls into her backpack and then it's full.
I need help.
What if we coil the Kale's gonna the intestines? Just
Yes,
yeah.
like sausages.
Oh,
If you're gonna do that, man, I recommend tying off either end so you're not leaving a trail of shot.
That's a good idea. But now my hands are. Kale looks like Kivis.
Yes, tie. And she ties like like a sail knot on the end of each,
Nice.
and then picks up her bag of entrails.
So slimy.
all right. So you.
I motioned to the guys that came along
Oh yeah.
to come help their master.
Yeah. They come and they help carry meat back. It's quite a bit of meat. Um, but yeah. So you all drag this poor meat back to the Rusty Dragon, snacking along the way. Some of you.
Kale tries, but doesn't agree with him.
Yeah, I imagine not.
Yuviska's probably eaten like fish, like not unscaled, bones and all, just like plopped them in her mouth before. So this is delicious to her.
Nice. So, coming up on the end of the session here, you all return to the Rusty Dragon, victorious, and Ameko is able to to make a lovely stew out of it. And I think that just as you're wrapping up, Sheriff Hemlock is going to approach the table with a woman that you don't know, but we're going to save that conversation for next week.
Okay.
All right, that was awesome.
Awesome.
Good news is you can all level up.
Yes!
Oh,
I can turn
yeah!
undead now!
Woo!
So,
I don't know what I can do, but I'm excited.
go ahead over this next week and level up to level 2 after 6 sessions, finally. And yeah.
How do you want to do hit dice with the level up?
You can, your pick. You can take the average or roll, but you have to choose before rolling.
Okay.
So I'll take it on the honor system. However you
Okay.
want to do that.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for playing, guys. This was fun. I'm excited to see the shenanigans that Kivisk and Kale continue to get into over the course of this very long campaign. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm happy that we both did like charisma based mages, but we're pretending to be rogues.
Oh man, it's gonna be fun.
This is the best.
Cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun babysitting you two.
TikTok doesn't have a devil and an angel on her shoulders. She has two devils.
He's the angel.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, you're gonna have brats in stereo.
At the moment,
Kivis is just happy to finally be not the only chaotic one.
They just high five above TikTok's head.
All right, I
Alright,
gotta
well,
head out a bit.
thanks
Bit
all
early.
who stuck around in the chat and watched. We appreciate it, and tune
Thanks
in
for
next
hanging around.
week. All right. Good night, everyone.
Nighters, y'all.
Night.
Good night.